Okay, going to do a test of this headlight switch. It's a 1967 149. I tested it earlier with just an ohm meter, the rheostat. There was a problem with the rheostat. Get that all fixed up. I got it kind of dark here in the shop. Use my flashlight. So voltage, we got about 12 and a half on the battery. Been using it a lot lately for other stuff. Anyway, I got it. There is full clockwise rather, and what that does is that shuts the dash lights off. I got 14 or 15 bulbs loaded. I think I'm missing one. I think it's the ignition switch bulb. I can't remember, or maybe the lighter bulb. No, I think that's the lighter. No, that's not the lighter. That's the one that goes up to the center console, I think. And I got a stuff lying around with sockets and pieces everywhere. Anyway, so, well, I actually already had the switch turned on. So let me turn it back to full bright and like courtesy lights on. Turn it on, and everybody lights up. And from full counterclockwise, there is a little contactor. You'll see that copper piece. What that does is turns the courtesy lights on. Right. When you come off of that, that's also full bright on the dash lights. When you come off of that, it'll start dimming. So you'll see the contactor there, that rectangular thing, start rotating on the rheostat, which you can see coils of. It's a tungsten wire. It's basically a wire wound resistor embedded into a porcelainized or ceramic block, which gets hot, so be careful. So as I turn, you'll see the lights go down until they get off all the way to the right. Full clockwise right is off. Just come off of it, and it's going to start connecting that rectangular piece to the, where is it? The end of the rheostat, which is right about there, that furthest distance item. So it comes off of that, or goes onto that, and as you rotate counterclockwise, the lights will get brighter. So basically the resistor starts here and it ends over here, so the furthest away you are on that coil, wire wound resistor coil, the more resistance there is, and the lights get dimmer. So it lowers the voltage. And the voltage is typically, let me take a measurement and grab my probe off of the battery. I lost my ground, no? See if I can get it on. 12.6 I saw. And here, at the feed, don't get scared here. I got all kinds of stuff hooked up here. Don't worry. And here we got about 5.76 volts. So that's what's basically getting applied to the dash lights. Green comes from the switch. Green is the output of the rheostat. You can't really see it. Green is the output of the rheostat. And that's when you put the lights on park or headlights. And that voltage from the orange, which is the courtesy light circuit, which is always on. That's why you can put your park lights or headlights on. Actually, your park lights and your headlights. Headlights come through the red wire. Park lights come through the orange, and the dash lights, and the courtesy lights, and the glove box light. Anyway, so orange, when the switch is on, feeds green. Green comes through the harness into the fuse panel, which I don't have a fuse panel. I just shorted them together. This is a old harness I had. I took the fuse panel out of. And it goes back to gray. Gray is going to all of these light bulbs all over the place in the car. Anyway, so that voltage is lower through the rheostat at the gray wire. So as you can see, I'm at about 5 volts there. So if I kind of lay that on there, yep, still got it. As I turn the knob counterclockwise, I'm getting a higher voltage, and eventually I'm going to get full battery voltage, but there's a slight voltage differential in the actual circuit between the contacts of this fan wheel and the resistor, and I forgot to tell you that that's hot. And it gets up to about 150. So I've seen over 200 degrees on these things based on the voltage. When you're running the car with the engine running, the alternator running, you're getting about 14 volts, and you're going to get a higher voltage through the rheostat, through the dash lights, and so you're going to get some higher power and higher temperature on that. So don't touch that ever when you're in the car. Don't reach up under the dash, because if you do, you're going to burn your fingers. Anyway, that's basically it. Full bright, right on the full bright position. You just come off of the courtesy light contact. There it is there. You see the little plastic. That's what activates it. And the other one's a stop. And you go clockwise off of full bright, and you'll see it dim as you go along, and you'll see the voltage getting lower and lower until you get to the end of that rheostat, and then they go off. So that's normal operation. All right, that's it.